Mark Jackson used to be at the mothership. Of course, I think second all-time on the assist list in NBA history. And now the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. He joins us now on the program. You are still number 2 on the list, Mark?
No. Allow me to update you and correct you like I did when we worked together. Jason Kidd is second all time. I am number 3. Thank you.
Is there any chance? Is there any chance you'd come out of retirement just to surpass Jason Kidd?
No, there's no chance.
Okay.
It's different if Dan Patrick was number 2 all time.
Wow.
Then I would make a chase. But when you get an all-time great move ahead of you, it's a compliment.
Do you ever put on the uniform and practice with your players?
I do not put on a uniform, but every once in a while I will get into a drill just to change it up and let them know I'm in it with them and have some fun. Just beat Draymond Green in a shootout the other day. You are very familiar with that.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to guess, knowing you shot from the top of the key.
You do know my game.
Yeah, I do. God, if I took you to the corner, I would have owned you. You own me from the top of the key, right?
You cannot don't tell my business to the country.
I saw where you beat the Clippers. You got the Lakers tomorrow night. Now, let me ask you to be an analyst if you can. Who has more wins at the end of the year, Clippers or Lakers?
That's a great question. I think it'll be close. I think if you look at the Lakers, great talent, trying to develop some chemistry. The Clippers have played together. They have, a point guard that runs the show, and offensively, I think it's ultimately the Lakers just developing some chemistry. So I think it'll be awfully interesting.
But if you're looking at Nash when he comes back and Dwight Howard, could they run the pick and roll? Could they be sort of a Stockton-Malone type of combination? And would Kobe allow that to happen?
Well, they can be a very good pick and roll basketball team. I don't see them being Stockton-Malone because of Karl Malone's ability to knock down the jump shot and also finish at the rim. Dwight Howard picking and rolling, and then you're having a guy like Pau Gasol's ability to be that guy that popping out on top, also dumping down, so making plays. They can use those guys in different ways, but Mike Brown is a heck of a basketball coach, and they will figure it out.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the team, and it's an older team. If you're going to blend chemistry with stars, would you rather have veterans trying to do it or younger players trying to do it?
I think the ideal thing is a great mixture. You want to have guys that's been there and done that, but also you want to inject some young, enthusiastic talent that because it's a long year at the end of the day, and you want to make sure that you're prepared for the long haul.
Yeah, but you can't have the best of both worlds with the Lakers. It's an older team, it's a veteran team, and sometimes you get set in your ways. At least with the Heat, you had guys who were in their mid to late 20s who were trying to make this work.
Well, the difference, with the Heat, with all due respect, is you have, the best player in the world today in LeBron James, and you have, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh getting together, and great role players, knockdown shooters, spread the floor, and a hungry basketball team that hadn't accomplished anything.
What would you do with LeBron? Like, what's the next, and you saw this because you were there with Bird and Magic and Isaiah and Michael, that they added something to their game. What would you work on with LeBron if you were his coach for this next level?
Well, I think he's doing just that. To me, it's slowing the music down and putting guys on the block. His post game has gotten so much better. He's now not beating up his body, having to make every big-time play. When you use your strength, your size, your athleticism on the block, it can get you some easy hoops and also get you to the line.
Well, you imagine him on the blocks. As big as he is, he can go left or right, got that little baby hook that he's shooting. Like that, how scary would that be?
That'd be awfully scary. And the reason why is because you don't have to do anything fancy. Just his size and strength is going to get him to his spot. And there's not much you can do. So it can force the defense to collapse, help, or either pay the price by playing him man-to-man. And then it's a tough task for any opposition to face.
He's Golden State head coach Mark Jackson joining us, Dan Patrick Show. How close were you? I know we joked about it, but how close were you with Dwight Howard? Any chance for the Warriors to get Dwight Howard?
Well, we were in discussions with him, and we were certainly in the mix, and we were willing to, mortgage the future and take the gamble of not having him back as a free agent. We were so convinced that this area is a knockout place, and we'd be just fine in convincing him to sign. That being said, at the end of the day, he chose otherwise. But we were close, and we were in the discussions, and we're excited about where we're headed and what this area offers to future free agents.
At what point in the season do you realize what kind of team you have?
This year?
Yeah.
To me, I think that when you face adversity, because you can go through preseason, you can go through training camp, you can go through, right now a 3-2 record. But I think you look at your team, like the last two games, we've dropped a double-digit lead, and teams have gotten back into the ball game. Teams have also, even last night, took the lead. You start to see what kind of team you have when they face adversity, okay? Because everybody can be high-fiving and hugging and jumping and dancing when you're up 16, but all of a sudden when a Kyrie Irving begins to take over the game and they take the lead, or Chris Paul does, what do you do then? And my team has responded. I think that's how you tell the true identity of a team and what you have.
What's the scouting report on the Lakers? You got them tomorrow night.
A heck of a basketball team with guys that can take over the game. When you look at Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, Pau Gasol, the thing we're going to have to do is force the tempo, push the basketball, no secret, and putting them in a bunch of pick and rolls, and forcing their defense to guard our shooters and our playmakers. But it's a tough task because they're loaded with talent, and they're a team right now that's desperate.
We don't even want to go down that road, Kobe, Michael Jordan conversation, right?
I got 3 dogs now.
No.
So
Okay, here's the key. If you're afraid, you buy a dog, and you own 3 of them. Now, that's not a good sign.
No, I own 3, and one, the oldest one has never barked in his life, so it's just for the picture. He's no threat. I'm not afraid.
All right, the next time we're on, we'll go down that road with the Kobe, Michael, who's better discussion.
I appreciate it. No problem at all. But I do want to say congratulations on the new gig. Well deserved.
Thank you, bud.
And absolutely nothing but respect for you.
I did bring up the Patrick Ewing story in San Antonio when we went to dinner.
I will co-sign it. I was listening, and I will co-sign it. You did tell Patrick Ewing that Hakeem Olajuwon was better. And then you tried to get me to co-sign with you.
Well, wait a minute. You suddenly went silent. Because I thought we were having this nice conversation back and forth. Patrick, who could not have been nicer and funnier, just like you said he was going to be. And, so we're talking about centers. And I started rattling off the centers I thought were better than Patrick Ewing. And you went silent on me.
No, I understood what you were saying. I understood, I'm used to that conversation with you. But Patrick Ewing's my guy. I didn't expect that you would want me to jump and co-sign.
You wouldn't, but why wouldn't you back me up? You know Hakeem's better than Patrick Ewing.
The guy is a dear friend, and the guy has helped pay my mortgage for years.
Yeah, but Mark, I love you, but John Stockton was a better point guard.
I'm hurt now. I'm done. I'm safe.
If looks could have killed, I would have killed you that night in San Antonio when I'm thinking, yeah, and Mark, you agree with me. Olajuwon was better than Ewing. And
I'm just glad that you felt my kick underneath the table, man.
Hey, it's good to visit with you again as always. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Congrats again.
Thank you, Mark. That's Mark Jackson, Golden State Warriors head coach.